Hello everyone, welcome to your daily tarot reading. My name is Ahorangi Starchild and this is your reading for the 17th of February 2020. If you're a first time viewer, please click like. If you like my style, subscribe, share my videos. I'd like to get my views up. I'd like to get my numbers up. This is just a general reading for today. Keep in mind, Mercury is going into retrograde today and the planet of communication is moving backwards. Be sure to check where you put your keys. Check your change when you are at checkout. So when you purchase something, check your cash. If you're at the ATM and you're withdrawing cash, make sure you grab all your money. Make sure your shoes match, your socks match. Pay attention when you're driving. This is the type of energy where people reverse into each other in car parks, okay? So, with that being said, there's also be prepared for delay in communication, delay in responses, missing emails, missing letters, people taking their time to get back to you. And also, if you're traveling, check and double check your travel arrangements, your luggage. It's not to say that the world is going to come to a standstill because the little planet is going backwards. It's just to ask for a second pair of eyes when you go over legal documentations, and also just check everything. It is a really good time for soul searching, reevaluation, going backtracking on projects to see what it is that you've achieved so far, and to take stock. Maybe you want to rearrange something, tweak something to improve the functionality of it, and also buying electronic equipments or doing online shopping at this point in time can also result in some disappointment. So, with that being said, we're going to jump in with today's reading. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera down and we are going to use today Animal Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Rayleigh Valentine. I just want to get a little bit more of my knickknacks in there. Yes, I'm New Zealand based. For inspiration, we're going to do Angel Therapy cards by Doreen Virtue. And then, of course, we're going to use my Golden Reverie Lenormand to see what the general focus for the day would be. I want to say hello to my soul family, my tribe. I value each and every one of you. I love doing these readings for you. Yes, leave me comments, share my videos. And whoa, we've got 4 cards. They just jumped out. Okay, it's Monday. We have the Moon card. So there's a focus on your vocation, your career, your emotional well-being, where you invest yourself that makes you happy. We have the Fish, which is there's a focus on money. So maybe, especially with that Mercury retrograde, this could kind of be like, how much money do I actually get for my vocation? Is this the correct, how do I say it? What I do for a living, how I generate an income for myself through my career. I feel like there's maybe a reevaluation on finances and money. We have the Man. So there's a focus on a masculine person today who is looking at his career and money. And then the 4th card, we have a Ring. So I feel like for some of us, there is a contract to be signed or a commitment made to a specific vocation that will bring in good money. And this is specifically for a masculine. So either if you're a masculine, this is you making a contract or a long-term commitment with a new career path. or this is a promotion of some kind where it's taking you into a direction where it will bring you in a bigger income, or it will improve your financial situation. If you're a feminine watching this, you might be aware of a masculine who is looking at, revising or changing something in the career to bring in long-term, financial stability and, generating a better income. With that ring there, this could also be some kind of proposal. So the ring is about a deep emotional commitment, because we have the moon card, which is phases. It's also about emotions. And then we have this fish here. So it's very deep emotions, and a man thinking very deeply about feelings and potentially about making a long-term commitment. So I don't see a woman here. I'm just seeing that he might just be thinking about it, because I only have 4 cards. So we're going to see what the tarot have to say about this. Very interesting. So this, as I say, this doesn't have to be relationship. This could be career, because we do have the moon there, which is vocation. And then we have the fish, which is your money matters. The man could also be know how to work with his money. He knows how to invest himself emotionally in projects to get him a good return. And I feel like with that ring next to the man, that he's someone who values long-term commitments. He's someone who most probably don't like a lot of change. Especially he might have been in this career for quite some time. Or if it is a relationship where where he wants to take it to the next level, I feel like this relationship has been ongoing for a fair amount of time. But it's certainly a man who's a thinker and who can connect to his emotions. He's connected to his heart center, and I also feel he's a deep thinker. He also feels deeply. Okay, so sensitive person. Okay, doesn't skim life on the surface. That's also what I hear. What does the tarot have to say? Let's cut the deck. Okay, so we have 2. We want one more card, please. I thought I was going to cut the deck, but then those 2 fell out, so I'll just keep on shuffling until the 3rd card falls out. Because we have the moon card in the tarot as well. So the moon is about fears. It's about trusting your intuition. It's about not always seeing things clearly, having to kind of navigate by vibes, especially with Mercury going retrograde in Pisces. There we go. That is definitely about trusting your intuition, that the information that we want to make things clear for us isn't always going to be very obvious. So there's going to be having to trust on vibes and your gut instinct and your intuition. Okay, so the first card that came out is the moon, and it looks like a nice relaxed little card. I feel like for some of the viewers, you might be living close to a river. You might be you like to be close to the water, and I feel with 2 moon cards here, definitely think also about this full moon that we had at 20 degrees Leo. Maybe there is something that's in the woodwork for you concerning, because I just see this moon and this cat, in this card, which kind of brings in that energy of something that might have transpired or came to light about a week or so ago. And it's important to trust your intuition, even if you're unsure about what's happening. But eventually everything will come to light. Then we have the 8 of Autumn. So there's a focus on work, there's a focus on research, acquiring knowledge, maybe even improving your skills, paying attention to money matters. And it's investing yourself in knowledge, to attend seminars, so maybe even just, do research on something, but it's the expansion of the mind, and that to me falls just below the fish. So you might actually, if you make the effort to expand your knowledge or even a practical application to increase your scope of practice, that might actually stand you in good stead to bring in a increased or even maybe a stable long-term income for you. Then we have the Seven of Autumn. So that is that reevaluation. I just love this little moo cow. Moo moo. um, I love this deck. It's about planning, reevaluation, having a look at your resources. How do you want to continue? It's going backtracking and being very grounded and very practical, because the moon to me is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. And then we have the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, the early energy right next to it. So I feel like even though we might not have all the information at hand and be very clear exactly what is going to transpire for us today, or maybe even in the weeks to come, because we are looking on a very practical level on how we want to invest ourselves. Even though we won't have the answers, I feel like we are grounded enough to be very practical about how we're going to proceed with this. We have the Ace of Autumn, so I feel like there is a long-term commitment coming, and I really like how this is falling, because this once again falls under this ring. And so the tarot is speaking directly to the Lenormand here. And so what I kind of see is there is a long-term commitment coming. I see how the money is raining. There's like money falling around this beautiful cat here. There's money falling out of the sky, and that little bowl is full of yummy food. So I feel like there's also maybe a financial windfall or some sort of long-term contract that will benefit you. And this is about it could be a new job as well, a new job prospect, profitable business, or a profitable investment, but it could also be an emotional long-term commitment, like, hey, let's move in together, let's buy a house together, especially underneath this ring. And then we have the Nine of Summer. So this is two cards that fell out instead of the one that I was looking for. So this is the extra one. Nine of Summer is the Nine of Cups. Look at that genie lamp there. This is about wishes coming true, okay? That little doggy is so happy. And it is, it's about dreams coming true. It could also be something that you've been waiting for quite some time. I think I want to put this little card there because that's a trump card. And it's about wish fulfillment, something that's going to make you really, really, really happy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is your deep emotional satisfaction with how things have been unfolding. And I feel, especially with the Seven of Autumn, that is a card of patience, okay? Someone who's been waiting, someone who's been reevaluating, and being very practical and grounded about the progress that they're making in their life, but also with projects. I'm not going to buy. Maybe you want to spend money. Maybe someone wants to buy a ring, buy some jewelry. Maybe the man has got, and I see this red rose. We just come out of Valentine's Day too. So maybe someone got a ring or jewelry, or a man is thinking about buying a ring for his beloved, to make that commitment. Okay, so let's just get some angel cards. Okay, so we've got two angel cards falling out. Now, see how this one is falling right here? Let's have a look what it says. So this is about trusting your intuition and expanding your knowledge. Crown chakra. So, crown chakra is about spiritual knowledge as well. The crown chakra is the seat of, that contains all the knowledge of you throughout your whole existence in this universe. So, maybe for some of us, we want to do some soul searching, some spiritual journey to learn more about our spirituality and our own uniqueness in what your life mission would be here potentially. And then once again, look at the moon there as well. There's a lot of water. Look at all that water around that beautiful palace there. And it says, pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. Once again, I feel like that is coming in this moon sort of the moon setting. So pay close attention to what the moon is doing, okay? Then we have ear chakras. And it says, notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. So I hope everyone has a beautiful day today. Please give me feedback on this reading. I loved reading for you. Take it easy with this Mercury retrograde. Your mind might feel a little bit foggy and the concentration not the greatest. Deep breaths, pace yourself. Love yourself. Everyone here are beautiful people. I love you so much. I wish everyone a beautiful day. Light and love.